Okay, this is for all my Frusciante loving friends out there who also use the Helix and are trying to get their sounds. I have the Helix right there, floor, and then I've got the Helix Stadium here, which is what I'm using today through a Fender Tone Master powered speaker cabinet, the FR112, FR12. Here's how you get to some of the sounds that I did. Like, here's your normal Frusciante, like. And then you could put your like Moog type, like that kind of stuff. And then for the bridge, like all that stuff. And then even like the chorus comes in and you get like your. Your DS2 kind of sound, very noisy. But then when that like other intro comes in, you can do a harmonizer and you get like. I just got the harmonizer and I don't know exactly what the intervals are, so maybe it's a little wrong, but it's okay. Um, and then the thing though that I found that I don't see another video on YouTube capturing is that I have the Helix program so that I'm using the Super Bass amp, and then I'm also using the Jubilee, the Marshall Silver Jubilee. And I'll show you in this video how I did everything. I'll set it up with you. I'll go from nothing and then like set it up. Or I'll show you how I did it. But the sound that I got, like the main like Frusciante sound that I think is hard to find, the clean but also like dirty, like. And then. Like, I think that sound is awesome, and I love to use that sound whether I'm playing Frusciante kind of riffs or any kind of riff. I love that sound. A lot of the times I use the bridge pickup instead for that kind of thing. Like, that's like a lot of the sound for me. Where you're playing like full chords, but you don't want overdrive because like when you play full chords with overdrive, you can get like a. And it's like, that's okay, but it gets lost in a band, especially if you have a band like I do with a bunch of people in it. So, you get. That is just the normal sound of this thing doing like what I call the Frusciante sound. I named it Addicted to Shindig. But so I've got they have a CE1 replica in the new Line 6 Stadium Helix, and I put that on all the time. So I have 3 patches for the CE1, and I put one patch is on right before the amp, and it's just all the time on, zero chorus, zero vibrato, volume input turned up to like where I get the gain. I'll show you that. I'll go in and show you exactly what I did. And then the headroom I turned down until I hear what I think I like. And that is on all the time here, not including having the micro amp, so you can get like. That's no micro amp. Then micro amp is like a little extra boost, like. So you can get cool things like that. and that, I think that sounds real close to the records when I play back with them. And then you could still use, I use another two patches for the, you could do this in snapshots, but I just can't. I need to be able to change run them on and off um, on my own, like live, because in case I just change what I'm doing for one day. Um, and so I got like a C1 chorus sound, which can give you like the, and that's like the slow kind of cool. Like that gives you that sound. Then you can turn that off, but preamp is still on because I have that C1 in my pedal chain always on. So if I turn on the chorus, it doesn't give you more preamp because you gotta make sure you turn it down on the chorus and vibrato one, so it doesn't give you more like a double preamp. But and then for the vibrato, I got like the so I got the fast vibrato and I got the slow one kind of on separate patches so I can keep changing if I want to. That's kind of it. Now let's go and I'll show you how I did it. If you like it, great. I'd rather just give it away to you for free. But it took me a while to get it, so I don't know. But I didn't see any other. I mixed this from a bunch of people online. So I'm going to thank all of them and I'll tell you where I got all the information from a bunch of people who've already been doing kind of like Frusciante style stuff. And this is a Bender Custom Shop Paul Waller Strat, but it actually has Monty's 62 Strat pickups in it. And then I got it's just wired normal 5-way, like a volume, tone, and then I just have a blend to get that middle telly position, whatever. That doesn't matter for this. I'm mostly using the neck pickup. Here you go, to the settings.
Okay, here's what we got. I named this patch Addicted to Shindig. First thing I would do, you're gonna have your patches that are just like two straight lines. I go here and I set this up to go to output path 2A, which you can just click the 3 there or push one of these buttons does it, and you can select where you want the output to go, which just sends it down to here, right there. And then you go here and you split the output path with a split Y. There's an option for that when you just touch on this touch screen. This is the Helix Stadium, so it's got touch screen on it. You can also do that on the Helix floor. There's a button set up for that. That you can select what you want it to do and split it here like this. So once you split it, I got one going out to the output matrix 1/4-inch jack XLR and phones. I got the other output doing the exact same thing. The only difference is the top one here is going left panned 20. The other one here, right, also panned 20. I panned them too much at 100, I think, either side, really hard panning. I don't think that sounds right. I like it like this. You can adjust to taste. Here's what I did to start out. I got the Mega Bass amp here that's in there. It's the Marshall, it's like a super bass, like a Marshall super bass. I got the channels jumped, the normal 2.5, bright 5.0, bass at 6, not 10, because I thought 10 was too much. The mid at 3, the treble at 6.5, presence at 10, level at -10 dB. Then the next master at 10, stock sag, stock ripple, Z Pros, I didn't touch that, that's stock. The hype, same thing. And then I go back to this, check out the cabinet. I like the 412 greenback with Celestion 30s. I think that sounds the most like Frusciante's guitar. 906 dynamic, position 4.0, distance 2 inches, 45-degree angle on the mic to give a little bit more bass on this, because this is supposed to be your more clean amp and more bassy amp, and this Jubilee is more your brighter amp. So we're working on the bassy one right now. I got low cut off, high cut at 11 kilohertz, level 0 center pan because it's panned already from the output, and then delay, no delay, and then the next amp here, we'll get to this in a minute. This is the British the Jujubee, which is the Silver Jubilee that they have in the Helix Stadium. And that, I got it on the rhythm clip channel, drive 2.4, bass 10, mid 6.1, treble 1.7, presence 2.7. I know that sounds low, but trust me. Lead master 10, level -12, master 10, stock, everything else is stock. The sag, ripple, Z, pre, post, hype, all that is it's just what it is. I use a different cabinet for this than the one that comes like when you just type it up. I like the 412 Greenback 30 for Frusciante type sound with a 57 mic, with the position on the cap edge, 1 inch distance, no degree angle, low cut 80 hertz, high cut 10 kilohertz, level at 0, center pan because it's already panned on the output, and then no delay. Then these are just reverbs that I put on here. It's just the dynamic ambience. I'm pretty sure it's stock. I think it's like the room size 10, pre-delay 5, damping 5, diffusion 50%, shape even, mix 50%, low cut 100 hertz, high cut 10 kilohertz. I'm pretty sure that this is, okay, it's a little different. The room size is at 12, the pre-delay is at 6, damping 3.9 kilohertz, diffusion 99%, shape early 20, mix 50, low cut 100 hertz, high cut 10 kilohertz. Then I have a compressor on each one on the out right before the output. I really do think that having that compressor and the reverb makes all the difference in the world between it sounding like a Helix and then sounding like a real amp. So that's just my opinion. But I got the Dynamics LA Studio Comp, side chain off, peak reduction 7, gain 6.1, type compress, emphasis 3, mix 70, level 0. Then I got the next one on the Silver Jubilee, the side chain's off, peak reduction 7, gain 6.1, type compression, emphasis 3, mix 70, level 0. Just with this, you're going to get a really good Marshall John Frusciante sound with just this. But I think the difference between all the other patches that I've ever seen made and this one is this, which is always on. This is the CE1 here, the 70s chorus. And I got everything set to not like off, like chorus off, vibrato depth, mix 100%, level 6.0 to give it a little bit of a push on those. It's pushing those amps because it's going here and then it's going here, and it's not on any of these switches. It's just always on. And then the level's at 6.0 and the headroom is at -12 dB. So this is on at all times. Now, if you do this and then you also add the CE1, I have 1 block for chorus and 1 block for vibrato. You gotta be careful because when you have the CE1 set for, this is my like soul to squeeze chorus sound. So I got the chorus rate at 6, chorus mode, vibrato 1.5, vibrato depth, mix 44%. The level's at 0, not pushing. Headroom 0, not pushing. Then the vibrato setting, which is what I'm using for like the beginning of Black Summer. It's like the chorus rate is just stock. Vibrato mode, the vibrato I got at 5.0, vibrato depth at 5.0, mix at 50%. My level's at 1, that's just to get a little, so you can hear it the way that I think it should be. And the headroom's at 0. So it's not really boosting it much. You could set the level at 0 dB, so then it doesn't boost it at all. But if you let these two, if you turn them up, like even the stock positions, I think they're boosted a little. And then you have the CE1 preamp always on, it's going to get more distorted than I think you should have for a Frusciante type tone. Anyway, pedal board, here we go. I'm on the red squeeze, which is like a Gynacomp. I got sensitivity at 7, 99% mix, level at 0. Then I'm using the Chrome wah, which I think sounds closer to the Ibanez wah that Frusciante uses. I got, this is controlled by this guy right here. And the position is wherever you set it. So it's a 0, you know. This is, I think, stock. I'm pretty sure this is stock, all these settings. FC low, 350 hertz. It's stock. So then next I got the DS1 vintage. And I know it's not a DS2, but I think you can get a DS2 sound out of it. I got the drive at 10, the tone at 4.0, and the level at 10. It's right down here on my switch. It gets noisy, but it sounds good for a DS2 type sound, you know. The Vital Boost is what I'm using for, like, in place of an MXR microamp. Got the boost at half. It's based on the Earthquaker Devices Vital Boost, which is awesome. Got that on a switch, colored white, so it reminds me of a microamp. This is the twin harmony pedal, which I was using for the the Danny California, like, little lead thing in between the verse and the chorus for the harmony. I don't know if that's set right, so that's what I was using though. So you can, it's in the Helix. You could just mess with the twin harmony if you want to try and get that sound, but I don't think I got it right, so I don't know if you can check my settings. They're this, but I don't know if I got it right, so I think that maybe don't quote me on that one. The spin cycle is the thing for the for Danny California, with the verse riff when he switches from the chords to the riff. And there is a Moog filter in here, but I don't think it sounds as good. And I will credit the person on down in the description of the video, but there's somebody on YouTube who I think just nailed that sound, and they use the spin cycle, which is in here, and it's part of the legacy, I think, sounds in the wah filter section. And that's just got the 0.3 hertz speed, frequency 31%, Q at 44%, volume, sensitivity at 63, mix at 31%, level at 0. And then I got a delay, the dual delay for Don't Forget Me, which is down here. I don't think this is right. I think that there's some more accurate ones. I know there's definitely some people online who could probably help you better with this. I think it's not a 1/8 dotted. I think it's a quarter note, but for the longer delay on the right, but whatever. I have it at a dotted because it's just easier. The right time 80 milliseconds, left feedback 57%, right feedback 0, left mix 76, right mix 100%, level 0 dB, low cut 88 hertz, and then we got high cut 3.3 kilohertz, mod mode vibrato, speed 0.5, depth 15%, spread 10, trails off. You could leave the trails on, doesn't matter to me. Then back to the home. So here's how I got that CE1. This is always on right here. The 70s chorus, it's always on. That's getting the gain. So that's what's giving me that gain sound that's pushing these amps to get that Frusciante type rhythm sound. And then when I have the chorus setting for, like, Soul to Squeeze, and then the vibrato setting for, like, Black Summer, I have them set up like this. So the preamp is just always on. It's not on a switch. Chorus, CE1 here, vibrato here. This is like how I have it set. I got the compressor, and then the wah, which used to be a Clyde McCoy, and it's not now. CE1 chorus, I got the DS1, which is really supposed to be a DS2. CE1 vibrato, microamp, which is not, it's a Vital Boost. Spin cycle for the, and then reverb for the reverb. Twin harmony for the, transformer sound. Dual delay for Don't Forget Me. And then here's your stomp preset switch and your tap and your tuner. This is the best that I could do for me. I think it sounds really close to John Frusciante's tone. I hope that helps you. I hope that you find peace in your settings, because I know you can go down a deep, deep hole. Also, like, I think that the Helix is cool. I like it. It sounds good. I have the regular Helix and the Stadium, and I think they both sound really good. And this coming from a person who builds their own amps sometimes, I really do think that this sounds good. I think you can get good sounds out of tube amps. I think you can get good sounds out of a Helix or a Fractal or a Quad Cortex or anything else that you want to get a good sound out of if you spend time with it. Okay. God bless everybody trying to get Frusciante sounds. I love you. See you later.